Welcome to True Image Fitness.
Your resource for lifestyle, fitness, and motivation.
Here is your host, Vance McDaniel.
Yo, what's up, fitness fans? This is Vance McDaniel coming at you live from the studio here in El Paso, Texas. Well, it's been a heck of a day, man. I got some new hats in, upgraded my computer system, took care of some nutrition. I wrote out a plan for my client. Yeah, just taking care of fitness and taking care of business, man. I hope you guys are staying upbeat and happy. You know what I'm saying? So, what's going on? So today I was watching some politics, man, and I'm not gonna get into specifics, but the one thing that kind of hit me was I was thinking, what if those of us who are fitness professionals and motivators spoke to the people that we work with and the people that we try to motivate and keep upbeat the same way that our politicians talk? And I was just thinking, man, we would never motivate anybody. It's crazy. I look at the leadership in this country, and I always revert everything back to health and fitness and what it takes to motivate people. And one of the things is you've got to have a positive message. There might be some bad news here and there, but you try to wrap everything in a pill that's easy to swallow. You know, I could talk about heart disease, obesity, the reality of all of the obesity-related illnesses and diseases that happen and kill people every year. But is that really going to motivate you to get on a nutrition program? Is it going to motivate you to become more active? So what we try to do as fitness professionals is we try to talk to everybody in a way that is uplifting, a way that is motivating. And yeah, we'll throw some of the other stuff in there sometime because you need to have a reality check. But if I'm going to talk to you about heart disease, or if I'm going to talk to you about injury, if I'm going to talk to you about diabetes, well, I'm going to tell you the good side, the other side of all of that, because that is what is motivating. And the ability to be able to wake up in the morning, jump out of bed, and not feel like you're dragging. The ability to carry those groceries up that flight of stairs that you've got to climb every time that you go to the store. The ability to chase your little kids around and have some energy and not feel like you're just dead at the end of the day. The ability to go to work and have full cognitive ability because you're eating correctly, you're exercising, and you get through those days instead of what happens with most people who are sedentary, deconditioned. At the end of a workday, all they want to do is go home and sit down on the couch and relax and put their head up and put their feet up and eat bonbons and watch Oprah. The problem with that is it feeds into a cycle of sedentariness, and that is something that we definitely want to stay away from. But if I talk to you about the ability to go for a full day's work, go hang out with some friends afterwards, maybe play with the kids, or sit down and have a good conversation with the wife or the husband or whatever, but with full energy and the ability to really experience each and every day to the fullest, if you can look forward to that when you're starting a fitness and nutrition program, that is something that's going to keep you on track and something that's going to keep you really heavy. I didn't mean to say heavy. Something that's going to keep you on track and really, really keep you motivated. And in the moment is what I meant to say. So I don't know why heavy was on my mind. I think it's somewhere in the back of my mind. I was thinking about obesity and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not even going to edit it. We're just going to roll with that because that's what we do at True Image. So anyway, so I was just thinking about that and the importance of really communicating the fun and the benefits of health and fitness wrapped up with a little bit of reality, because I think we've all forgotten about that reality. And I've said this, and I'm going to say it again because I just really want to reiterate this. I talked to you guys about several days ago. And the reality is, and I'm talking to mostly, my people that are in their late 30s and onwards, people who have gotten less and less and less and less active, who've gotten into their careers, those of you who have not made fitness and nutrition a part of your reality. One of the biggest things that we're hit with in America is food. Every activity, every celebration, everything is about food. Every feel-good moment is about food. Every stressful moment is about food. We are reinforced with crazy things like cheesy fries with chili and sauce smothered. We're reinforced by triple cheeseburgers and Whataburger and In-N-Out and McDonald's and Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chick-fil-A. All of these places where it's convenient, it's quick to get these empty calories that really only program our bodies to store fat. Really program our bodies to store fat. Now, if you're a person who is active and a person who is working out every day, a person who is watching their nutrition 96% of the time and has little treats every once in a while, you don't really have to worry about that kind of a thing. But most of you aren't doing that. Most of you have continued to gain weight from year A all the way through year Z, and you're continuing. I know I said Z and there shouldn't be anything afterwards. Just roll with it. What we have got to do is to change our relationship with food. I don't eat necessarily to enjoy life, because I'm already enjoying life. Even with the stresses, even with the challenges, even with the heart problem, I enjoy life for the most part. Food is not a drug for me. Do I eat things that are fun? Most definitely. But what I try to do is eat things that fuel my life so that I can enjoy the rest of my existence. I don't eat. I eat to live. I don't live to eat, is what it really comes down to. And that's an old saying. And it's something that really everybody should live by. I'm going to be putting together a series of recipes. And I'm going to be compiling them from all over the place. Some of them will be things that I put together. But I'm going to kind of just put that out there. I'll put it in some kind of a format that people can download and use. But changing our relationship with food is one of the first things that we have to do. Beyond exercise, food's probably the most important thing. When you exercise your body, yes, you burn calories. Yes, you shape and tone your muscles. And it does help you get rid of excess body fat. And it does help with conditioning. But if you're not eating correctly, all of that goes out the window. I've seen you cannot out-train a bad diet. You can try. Unless you're doing something the equivalent of climbing Mount Everest where you need 10,000 calories a day just to survive, you cannot out-train a bad diet. So one of the things I do, though, is I get people moving first. I just have a new client who just signed up. And the first thing I'm doing with this client is I'm getting that person to start moving first. I'm not giving them a ton of dietary guidelines just yet, because I have found in the past that what happens is when you get people moving, then they tend to change their mindset on their own, because then they start to go, if I'm going to be doing all this working out, I might as well eat correctly. I don't want to waste this effort. So what I do for the first couple of weeks is I get people moving, I do their conditioning phase, and right when we start to really get into their training phase, I start to really kind of put a little more weight on nutrition. And that's really a good way for all of you to go. If you start off by working out first and utilizing some of those empty calories that you may be eating, utilizing some of the poor nutrition choices and allowing them to become part of your workout, it is useful and it's better than nothing. But if you truly want to reach your fitness goals, one of the things that you have to do is make sure that your nutrition matches your goals. You always must eat for the physique that you want. And there's another video down here on my YouTube page that is all about eating for the physique that you want. And understanding that when you eat food, it's like a computer program. You're putting a program into your body, and your body is going to respond to what you put into it. You can't go on a ketogenic diet and think you're just going to lose weight if you're still eating a calorie excess. Every diet works as long as you're in calorie deficit. But if you think that you're going to eat a surplus, even though you're doing ketogenic, you're not. And a lot of people need to understand that. A lot of these diets and these nutrition programs out there, they don't understand them. They get a catchy, catchphrase, and they think, oh, if I follow this, you've got to be at a calorie deficit. It's like your credit cards. If you're spending more money than you're making, you're going to be paying high interest and never paying off that credit card. If you are consuming more calories than you're expending, you're going to store body fat and water. So understand that no matter what kind of diet and nutrition program that you go on, the first thing is that you should never go on a diet. If you take the attitude or the approach to eat for a certain physique, what's going to happen is when you get to your goal weight and your goal physique, your goal body composition, you're not going to change anything. See, there is no such thing as, okay, I'm on a diet And when I get down to my goal weight, then I go change to a maintenance program. No. When I program somebody's nutrition, I program them for 125 pounds lean body mass, and that's what they start eating for. When they get to 125 pound lean body mass, they keep eating the same way because they'll maintain that weight. Okay? Do you follow me? Don't go on a crash diet of 900 calories a day and then lose weight and then think, okay, well, you can do it, but it's very difficult because what happens is you get down to the weight, and if you don't calculate it properly, you're going to end up doing the same thing that I do anyway. You're going to get to a certain weight, and now you've got to calculate what is my maintenance. If you eat for 125 pounds of lean body mass and you monitor and you tweak as you're working out, as you're changing your physique, when you get to that 125 pounds of lean body mass, you're not going to have to change anything. You just keep eating what you're eating. It's very, very simple. And then you just have to be patient. And that's really the key to it. So think about that. Think about the fact that you want to not only talk positively to yourself and about your program, anybody that's helping you should be in a mode where they are lifting you up. That means the people around you, your husband, your wife, your support network. Make sure that you're in a positive environment. Make sure that you're nurturing that positive environment yourself. Negative self-talk is not going to get you anywhere when it comes to your nutrition and your fitness goals because we all get frustrated. You know, I'm frustrated now. They've got me on these thyroid pills, and my metabolism is slow because they had to slow my heart rate down. And it's frustrating, but what I'm doing is I am monitoring everything that I eat, taking in my caloric, I'm notating my caloric intake, and I'll start making adjustments. As I get through all this testing and all that good stuff, I'll go ahead and make adjustments. So I've got about 2 weeks probably before I can really hone in on my fitness and nutrition program the way that I would like to. But in the meantime, I do what I can. And remember, do what you can. Add to it as you go. Fitness is a moving target. As your body changes, your needs change. So you've got to understand, and it's really good to get a coach. You can join a program like the one that I have. I'm in 24-hour contact with you. I'm able to update you through my software application. You can attach your Fitbit or a number of different applications that people have on their smartwatches. I do your workout programs based on what you have available to you. I do your nutrition. But like I said, the first couple of weeks we focus on conditioning, and then we get into nutrition in the third week and get very specific about your numbers and things of that sort. Nutrition isn't something that's really taught. Fitness isn't something that's really taught like in our educational system. And there is more to it. When you cook dinner at night, I guarantee you don't know the caloric intake that is on that plate. We usually just fill up a plate. We eat until we feel like we're full. Not understanding about how dietary fats fill us up faster. Not understanding how simple carbs program our body to store extra water. How protein prompts the body to actually burn fat. There's lots of things that knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And there are a lot of people that I can point to on any given day that have learned that knowledge. And throughout the years, they haven't changed. They're fit, they're mobile, they're active, they're aware, they're awake, they have the energy. And that's something that I want to share with everybody. So take all these little tidbits that I've tossed out and really think about taking ownership of your health and fitness. Taking ownership. Stop giving in to the mythology. And I will say that all the time. Stop giving in to the mythology. Doesn't matter what you've been through. If you want to be healthy and fit, you can be healthy and fit. It's up to you. You've got to put in the effort. You've got to learn a few things. And you've got to be consistent. Nothing wrong with that because your body is your canvas. And all of us are artists. Get up, get out, get moving. Do something good for yourself. Hang loose and stay fit. And I'll talk to you soon.